What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Just Knock Smith channel. As you all just seen by that quick little edit, today's video is going to be on Matthew Lombardo's. Popping up right here on the screen, that's his Instagram if you want to go give him a follow. He has a F150 with the 5.0 liter V8 Coyote engine, and it has a Whipplecharger on it. So today we're going to be doing an overview on his truck and his full build in depth, and we're going to be taking you for some spins, maybe some literal spins, so stay tuned guys. You are not going to want to miss this video. And we are going to run to the car wash right quick and spray this thing off, and then we're going to jump right into this video. Alright guys, so we are in the parking garage now. We've got the truck here behind us. We've got Matt here, Matthew Lombardo. Thank you for letting me come out here and make a video of your truck. So if you just want to go ahead, talk to the subscribers and tell everybody about the truck. I guess we will start with suspension, wheels and tires first, and then we'll go on to everything else. So looks wise, suspension, wheels and tires, what you got done to it?
Okay. So we have a 6-inch zone lift with Fox BDS full length coils, and on top of the coil we actually have a 1.5-inch Moto Fab leveling kit, which raises the front end up 9.5 inches over factory height.
Okay, so it's a 6-inch lift that's at 9.5.
Yep.
Okay. So you took the coilovers, you cranked those down a little bit, tightened them up, and then you put a puck on it too, so you didn't lose all that ride quality.
Yep.
And you got
and
the lift
smooth.
Oh yeah. He is not kidding whenever he says this thing rides awesome. Whenever we were taking the roller shots, I actually rode with my buddy Logan in his Ram 2500 and took some rollers of the Ford, and then I hopped back into the Ford and took some rollers of the Ram, and it was night and day difference. You know, I don't have a gimbal set up just yet, but we're gonna get one of those in the future, and I could tell a huge difference just ride quality wise filming the Dodge while I was riding in the Ford, you know, vice versa. So this thing rides absolutely awesome, even though it is cranked up a little bit. But like I said, you know, you've seen his Instagram username in here. If you have any more questions on his suspension setup, you can DM him on Instagram and he can definitely help you all out. Okay Matt, so then as far as the wheels and tires go, you can go ahead and talk about those.
So the wheels are 24 by 12s, negative 44 offset, axe compression forged. These are the 1.4 series brushed aluminum finish.
Yeah, so these have a really, really nice finish on them.
They are wrapped in 345/50 R24 Aturo Trailblade XTs. This is their all-terrain tire.
So these are pretty much a 3714, I guess, or 371450 even. They are a pretty wide looking tire. And then in the rear, he's got the Fox 2.0s. I guess did that come with the zone lift?
No, I actually purchased those when we
okay, so he bought those separate, upgraded them.
Yep.
And then you've got the G2 differential cover back here. The differential in the rear end, he has had fully rebuilt, so I'm gonna let him talk to you about that.
We completely grenaded the 8.8 factory rear end with the electronic diff, blew the whole ring gear and everything out the back. Rear end's actually out of a 2013 F150. We had to do shock relocations to make it fit, but it has Yukon gears, 355 Ford Performance gears, the G2 diff cover, as you can see. It has a Eaton Detroit locker, not an LSD, so if this sucker's moving forward, both wheels are spinning. There is no slippage in the rear end.
Well,
Wow, so that's pretty sweet. It looks like, I just now noticed on camera, you've got drilled and slotted rotors. That's pretty slick.
Those are power stop brakes. Highly recommend those as well. Really increase the stopping power even with 37s with such a heavy wheel and tire. We've got Husky wheel liners as well.
Oh yeah, that really cleans it up.
If you peek up in there, you can see the black label lighting, rock lights. There are 16 rock lights on this truck.
We're gonna get into this here in a second. If you all didn't already see my last video of this thing racing a V8 swapped Colorado. It does have a Whipplecharger underneath the hood, so we will get into that here in just a second. Matt, we talked to him about the lift kit, the wheels and tires. What all have you done body-wise, you know, for looks, exterior-wise? It looks like you've got an aftermarket hood, so we can go ahead and talk about that.
So probably the first thing I did to it was paint matching. Paint matched the mirrors and the tailgate handle. Right now it looks just like a Lariat. Nobody would really know the difference.
So this is a F150 XLT trim package, and we're going to get into the interior here in just a little bit. The hood, let's go ahead and talk about the hood. This is a really nice looking hood.
It is a RK Sport hood that I had obviously paint to match, and we painted the louvers black to give it a little bit of contrast. Ford Raptor grille.
Louvers are painted black. Okay, Ford Raptor grille. And he done the two-tone with the black, left that black on the honeycomb part, painted the whole trim surround blue. That looks really good.
Swapped out the amber grille lights with a set of Smarty Customs clear, super bright LEDs.
Okay, so those are no longer orange, those are white.
Those are white.
Okay, and then down here we've got some sort of lower grille, I guess.
It's a Putco lower grille cover, and behind that are the twin dual electric fans.
Okay, he's got twin dual electric fans in here. Pretty sweet.
Morimoto fog lights.
Right here, and those are LED, of course.
Super bright. Anzo headlights with all aftermarket LED bulbs in them.
Okay,
Super
and all those are white.
Everything's white. So the badge is from a company called Badge Kings. Highly recommend them.
Okay.
Great finish, great quality.
And if Matt recommends those people, I'm going to go ahead and put a link to that down in the description box down below where you can go into their website and check that out. And then it looks like he's also got the rain visors up here. That looks good. And then the steps. That's the one thing that I noticed. I was pointing out to Matt. He's got the Raptor steps that are now. Have these been bedlined, or is that how they are on the Raptors?
They are from the Raptors.
Okay, so that's like the Ford factory bedliner. Those look really, really nice.
5% tint all the way around, 50% on the shield with a 17-inch strip across the front for the brow. Raptor third brake light going in this truck. As soon as I get it tinted or painted, probably gonna have Justin tint these.
Yeah, these I done these a while back. These he's wanting to swap to the newer style that have like the 2 C-bars and probably do roughly the same look. But here's that color matched door handle back here in the rear. And then the exhaust, I guess that's one thing. Before we go to the inside, guys, let's go ahead and chat about the exhaust. He's got the dual side exits back here on the passenger side, right by the bed in front of the rear tire. There's not really good lighting in here, guys, but it is a full stainless works exhaust all the way from the headers back. Now, does this have a muffler?
Yeah, but it's not pretty much non-existent.
Right. So it's got a flow-through design, very loud muffler. This thing sounds absolutely wicked.
Stainless Works headers.
Stainless Works headers, and we're going to get into that even more in depth. But now, guys, the moment that you've been waiting for, let's go on to the inside. I know in that little edit earlier, you've seen this big iPad dash, so we're going to go ahead and talk about that first. So let's go ahead and talk to him about this dash. Tell him what you did here to get the iPad up there.
So to get the iPad up there, honestly, all it is 2 Steely ball mounts glued to the dash, and then boom, you now have a 11-inch Pro screen.
So now for the gauge system, what exactly is this? Is this hooked to the OBD2 port somehow?
Yes, it has a dash link in the OBD2, and it shows all your boost, your intake temps, your coolant temps.
So now I know one thing, like with the programmers and stuff like that, you can do like Mach 0 to 60 times and Mach, you know, quarter miles and stuff. Does it do stuff like that as well?
Yeah, there's
using the vehicle's ABS and stuff like that.
So there's a performance screen on here, and it'll do your 0 to 60, quarter mile, and it'll calculate all that for you.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the back here. So tell us about the sub setup in this. Looks like we've got 2 big JL 500 watt amps.
So 2 JL 500/1 amps powering 2 JL TW3s These are their slimline subs.
Okay, and that's in a sealed box. So those are 10s you said, or 12s?
12s.
Okay, so two 12s underneath the back seat, super clean. I like how you got the amps mounted right here. Now, did you do all this yourself, or did you have an audio place do it?
Cartoons in Danville, Kentucky has done all the installs and all the audio in the truck.
Okay, Cartoons in Danville, Kentucky. So anybody around Kentucky, especially around Danville, you can go and check them out. That looks like some good work. Sounds awesome. And what kind of gas mileage you get, Matt?
On the highway, I get about 14. In the city, about 8.
Now, what about when you're having fun?
0.
Smiles per gallon with this truck, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the honors, guys. We're gonna pop the hood underneath this beast.
It is a 2.9 Whipple Supercharger with a 3.625 pulley. This is actually Whipple's Stage 2 kit that comes with the dual electric fans, the 132 millimeter throttle body. We paired a On3 Performance 1000 horsepower fuel pump with it. It has GT 500 injectors. We have done billet, oil pump gears, and crank sprocket for preventative maintenance. The cob tuning, antifreeze coolant cover. Probably going to switch this out for I think it's a Mishimoto, really nice, polished.
Okay, yeah, so it's like a polished,
yeah.
I call those degas bottles.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of stuff under the hood to make it a lot more appealing.
And that's pretty much it, guys. That's gonna be just about all it takes to make this thing absolutely wicked going down the streets. And of course, we're about to take you for a ride on this thing and get some reactions and stuff like that. And maybe go have a little bit of fun, maybe even do a burnout or two for you guys. And he was talking about his electric fans. I know that you already seen those earlier, but those are mounted very clean down here behind this grill. So super, super sweet. And then he does have the stainless works headers. Don't know if y'all be able to see those very well, but those are in here. And I don't know much about all this stuff. So Matt, are those long tubes or shorties?
They are long tube headers.
Long tube headers. And then the cold air intake, what you got right there?
That is the Whipple.
Okay, so that comes with the Whipplecharger.
That comes with everything.
So, have you had this truck at the track?
Yes.
Have you ran the quarter mile?
Had it at Clay City, and I've had it at London. We've ran a 13.3 at the strip at 104 miles an hour. On the street with a draggy, we have clocked a 12.7 at 114, 115. So, I mean, it definitely moves out.
This thing moves.
37s.
Yeah, and that's on 37 1450s, guys. So, Matt, for anybody wondering, roughly, you don't have to get too in-depth, but to do the Stage 2 Whipplecharger kit, what does that run?
The Stage 2 Whipple kit, about $9 grand. The fuel pump's about $850. The exhaust on this truck is a little over $3,000 just for the headers inside its exhaust.
And now, is that including any labor, or is that just for parts?
That's just parts.
So just parts, guys. So you all can expect to spend every bit of upwards of 15 grand performance-wise on this thing. And I mean, it's absolutely worth it, as you're about to find out. Okay, and before we go take a spin in this and talk about the future upgrades, the people that built the truck and done all the motor work, he would like to give a huge shout out to them. So you can go ahead and plug them.
Brandon Scheller and his crew at High Speed Lifestyle in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, did all the performance work. And honestly, guys, some of the best in the business. They know what they're doing. They get it done exceptionally quick. Highly, highly recommend anybody looking for any performance mods on Chevy, Ford, diesels, anything, hit them up.
Okay, and what was that again?
High Speed Lifestyle.
High Speed Lifestyle in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, guys. Okay, I will put a link to their Instagram down below in this, just in case any of y'all are around Kentucky or around Harrodsburg, or would like to ship your truck to them or whatever. Y'all can check them out. And with that being said, y'all have seen pretty much everything on the truck. So before we go for a ride and have some fun, I want to go ahead and talk to Matt, ask him what all he plans on doing to the truck in the future, go over some future build plans. I know y'all are interested in that. And of course, after he does some more mods, we will make, a part 2 to this video. What are some of your future plans and future upgrades for the truck?
So, we're actually going from a 9.5-inch lift, dropping the truck, not just stock, but we're actually going to lower it 2.5 inches in the front and 5.5 inches in the rear.
Wow.
With a IHC drop kit. We're going to keep these 24x12s, which really hasn't been done, but on 1 or 2 trucks, a lower, stupid wide look. We're going to
Absolutely.
wrap 33 by 1350 Venoms all the way around it. We're going to change the injectors out with 95-pound Durstworks injectors, crank the fuel pump up, change the pulley out to a 3.0, send the Supercharger off to Joker's Performance in Illinois, let him completely port it, rebuild it with a bigger heat exchanger. And honestly, this thing should push anywhere between 850 to 900 real-world horsepower, and it should be an absolute beast.
Even more than it is right now.
And when the time comes, we're gonna ship the transmission to Power by the Hour and let them completely upgrade the transmission with all billet internals. They say their transmission can hold 1,200 real-world horsepower all day long, very reliable.
So now, I guess that's one subject that we went over. So this truck is pushing around how much? Have you had it on the dyno yet?
We had it on the dyno at dyno 577. And
577.
in third gear, not very accurate results because of the 37s. With a smaller tire and everything done to it right now, it should be mid 600s, high 600s. Of course, the 37s.
So now, with that being said, you are still on a completely bone stock transmission.
Bone stock
transmission, and you've had it like this for about how many miles?
The suspension or the Supercharger?
The Supercharger and stuff, like motor-wise.
Supercharger's been on for about 9,000 miles now. Everything was tuned by Oz down in Florida, tuning by Oz. Since this truck had 2,000 miles on it, now it has 108. Extremely reliable tuner if anybody's looking for tunes for their 5.0 car or truck.
And I will attest to that. I actually had those tunes on my F150, and those tunes are absolutely awesome. All right, guys, so as you all heard, a lot more to come for this F150, so make sure to give Matt a follow and follow along with the build, and be looking for that here in the months to come. We will definitely be doing some updated videos once he gets some dramatic changes done to this truck, and it sounds like there's going to be even more horsepower added to the truck, and it's going to be lower on smaller wheels and tires, so just more horsepower coming at this truck from all different angles. So with that being said, Matt, what do you say we go for a drive and show them what it's made of?
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, guys, this thing's gonna be wicked loud inside this parking garage, but I can't let y'all miss out on that. Go ahead and start it up, Matt. Oh, you can hear those fans kick on. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and go for a ride now. I can't wait. So we're going to do like a little 5 mile per hour pull, and the exhaust is actually going to be aimed against this wall right here, so it's about to be crazy loud. Like whenever you get to this wall, just mat it. Holy crap, guys, that was crazy. You can do a little pull from about 30. What gear are you in? First. 4,000 RPM. Woo! Man, this thing is wicked. Not to even mention how crazy and loud this thing is, but just how good it looks, guys. Everybody's looking. This truck is absolutely awesome. And it's so loud. Videos and sound clips do this truck absolutely no justice on camera. This thing in person, like I don't even know if you'll be able to hear how loud it is on camera, because it might just like distort. Like this thing is obnoxious, but like it sounds so good. Like it's not overly loud to where like it's blaring your eardrums out. Like we're driving, there's no drone or nothing, and it's fully exited out the side of the truck. And it does have a muffler, not much of one, but it does have a muffler, so it's not clapping or anything like that. This thing just sounds absolutely crazy, guys. Like it's awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little 1/4 mile pull right quick. So whenever you're ready, Matt. Oh yeah.
Pavement's so cold.
So that thing literally was spinning at 40 miles an hour right as it shifted, and it's cold out. Still ran a 14.2. That's absolutely crazy. But I have seen this truck in person literally run like a low 13, like a 13.1 or something like that on an actual track. So I know this is probably not 100% accurate. I would say it's more on the slow side than anything from where he has the 37s. Not sure if the computer's picking that up 100% correct, because I have seen this truck run a low 13, and he's actually done new tunes and stuff since then. So this thing would absolutely run high 12s, low 12s, and that's on these big 37s, guys. So I cannot wait to do a video on this thing. Once he gets the smaller wheels and tires on it and lowers it down, it's going to be absolutely wicked.
So we're actually going to be shooting for a high 9-second pass in a full crew cab, full weight truck. We're going to have a 20-inch wheel on the front with a big brake kit, a 28-inch tire. We're going to have a 17-inch wheel on the back with a drag slick on it. We will full drive launch it, basically just hope for the best, hope nothing breaks, and hope we can get a 9-second pass out of it come spring.
That'll be in 4-wheel drive with traction bars, a lot lower, with smaller tires, lighter wheels and tires. With that being said, new tunes, all that stuff. He's going to be doing the injectors like we said. So it's going to be close, guys. Y'all definitely want to click that subscribe button down below, because I'm sure that will be at Grudge Wars or at the track. We will definitely be making a YouTube video on that, so definitely stay tuned for that. Pretty cool. Matt can watch YouTube on this thing as well. We got the channel pulled up. That's pretty cool. God. Holy crap, guys, that was absolutely awesome. So we are pulled over here in a parking lot, and we're gonna go ahead and fly the drone up, get some drone shots of this thing.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Alright guys, so we made it back to the truck. Gonna wrap up today's video. Huge shout out to Matt. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Y'all go give him a follow on Instagram, and that's gonna be pretty much all for today's video of Matt's 2015 2.9 liter Whipplecharged F150 with the 5.0 Coyote motor. Don't forget, smash that subscribe button down below, give it a thumbs up, and comment any questions down below. But with that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching. Always remember, everybody starts out as a nobody, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace. So this lift kit and the wheels and tires, all that stuff will work on your truck as long as it's a 14 through 20. So if you have a 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20, and you are interested in making your truck look exactly like this one as far as the lift, wheels, and tires go, he will sell the lift kit by itself, or he will make you a good package deal selling you the lift kit, wheels, and tires, or just the lift kit and the tires. So whatever you choose. So right there is his Instagram name once more. If you all have a truck like this and you want to lift it for cheap, hit him up. He will get you hooked up. We are located in Kentucky. So if you're in or around Kentucky, hit him up. Or he can ship.